Is this thing on? Looks like it is, brother. All right. This is Leespui, people. Welcome to my channel. Happy Friday. Happy Easter and all that good shit. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? It's that time again. As you see in this in the title of this video, it's called Life Survival Kit. And the reason why I wanted to talk about, oh, by the way, let me back up. You know what I'm saying? Let me reintroduce myself to those. This is probably the first time seeing me. Okay, let me be proper. All right, niggers. Okay, this is Leespui, and basically what I do, I talk about spirituality. Okay, now why do I choose to talk about spirituality? Because to me, it is the ultimate, level of life, or of level of intelligence, if you want to put it this way. You know what I'm saying? It's also yeah, that's it. We're gonna keep it there. You know what I'm saying? Shit, niggas, come on now. I can give it all up to you, baby. You know what I'm saying? But pretty much, because I feel like that this is us. This is my essence, right? This is everybody's essence, whether they know it or not, or maybe they push on it, or they put, or maybe they don't. They're not. Maybe even if they're not pushing back, you know what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying, baby? I'm pushing. You pushing? anyway, but most importantly, man, like the thing that I realize about when people talk about spirituality too, it's like there's certain things that's always attached to it. You know what I'm saying? Like there's a certain way you gotta be when it comes to meditation, or a certain presentation, or you know what I'm saying, or you wouldn't say certain words. Do you see what I'm saying? That's when, nigga, I'm breaking all the rules, motherfuckers. I'm breaking the rules, man. I'm breaking the shit, nigga. I'm an outlaw. Go on ahead with your bad self. Nigga, who's bad? Yeah, brother sipping. It's Friday. Shit, nigga, don't judge me. But anyway, let's get back to it. So it's like, I felt like there has always been this uh thing attached to it. You know what I'm saying? Nah, nigga, I don't walk around with clothes, wrapping around my ass and shit, you know what I'm saying? Or fucking wearing a rope, even though it does has its meaning though. You know what I'm saying? But that's a whole different topic. I mean, it comes with the territory. I mean, I'm not disrespecting it. All I'm saying is there's always certain, what's the word here? What the fuck? The shit's right here, man. But you know what I'm talking about. There's certain preconception attached to it. You know what I'm saying? So anybody and everybody is spiritual to begin with. I mean, whether you know it or not, but that's a whole different topic. But anyway, the conversation today is about life survival kit. And in life battlefield, from one soldier to another, okay, peep games, you know what I'm saying? We're all battling over here. I mean, not really battling, but, exploring life, being ourselves and learning in the process. It's just a way of saying battling, you know what I'm saying? But at the same time, I also understand the connotation that comes. That's the word I was looking for. You know what I'm saying? That's just coming. I just got to keep talking. You're doing good, nigga, you're doing good. But anyway, let's get back to it. So, life survival kit. What is life survival kit is about? Because I feel like, you know what I'm saying, even before we get into any type of spirituality, people like you gotta have the foundations. In fact, spirituality is about life survival kit, motherfuckers. And just take it to a step further. Now it's about the occult, as far as trying to understand the things that are not in front of you. It's going beyond what is being given to you, right? And that's where the word occultist comes in, or the meaning of being the occult or spiritualist, whatever the fuck you want to say. You know what I'm saying? I got some shit, huh? Don't I? You know say you always gonna get a good meal over here. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, let's nigga, I'll be tripping. Nigga, just talk, just do what you do. What the fuck you think I'm doing? Anyway, so as you can see, I'm a one, you know what I'm saying? I mean, what's the word? Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm a one bend man. You know what I'm saying? I wear many hats, baby. Baby. But anyway, let's get to it. So life survival kit. What is it? Is it money? Definitely not money, guys. Definitely not money. Why is it not money? Well, let's take a look at money. What is money? Okay, so money, it's something that you use in exchange for you to get what you want, right? Obviously, the more money you have, the more you'll be able to acquire, right? So, in so many ways, that's why they define money as a medium of exchange, right? But most importantly, how do you also get money too? You got to give something, right? So that's when I hear niggas be saying, "Yo, man, I'm out here trying to chase this money and shit." Nigga, you hustling backwards, dog. You know what I'm saying? You don't get money chasing money. I mean, in so many ways, doing what you're doing is chasing money, but not necessarily chasing money as in the act of it itself. But you got to give to receive, man. What are we talking about? Right? Even a hoe sucking your dick, my nigga. You know what I'm saying? Hey, you know what I'm saying? You got to do something for it. You know, if you're a salesperson or you're publishing your, and that's what people are talking about, when you have a business. Having a business, guess what? You have access to a whole lot of people. You're publishing or you're selling your product to the masses. Now it's a matter of, trying to find out, okay, is this product needed in this environment, or what would work in this environment, shit like that. I mean, but the bottom line is, or you could sell your time, your services. A lot of people are on fucking YouTube. You got some shit to talk about, then you can monetize your shit if a lot of people are interested in it. But the bottom line is this: you don't survive. I mean, you make money. Money is not, it's not the thing. So now, if we want to talk about the thing, the survival, how do we survive? It's knowledge. To give something, you got to know how to do it. So ultimately, we're talking about knowledge. And I feel like a lot of people are not emphasizing on this fact. And you learn how to do everything. I don't give a fuck. You learn how to do everything. As a baby, we all learn how to walk, how to talk, how to do this, how to do that. The problem becomes, and we take shit for granted. That could be the state of sleep. Who knows? But, or maybe it was not emphasized on us, for us to know that our survival kit is knowledge. And that's what college is trying to sell you anyway. You want a better life? You go to college. But ultimately, what you're telling you, it's not the college life. You get a skill, so you don't have to go to college. It could be a fucking training school, right? If you know how to fix shit, you're a plumber, you got your plumbing business, guess what? Cha-ching. You know what I'm saying? But a lot of stupid motherfuckers, they fell for the bullshit, thinking it's the college itself. Do you see what I'm saying? Or you got to you got to associate yourself with certain colleges, and that's when the marketing aspect gets into college. But ultimately, the message is this: you got to have a skill, right? What are you providing to the market? What are you doing? But it all comes down to knowledge, motherfuckers. Now, speaking of knowledge, as I was talking about the school shit, you got to watch out for what you're eating too, because not every meal is a happy meal. You heard? The college meal, that's a happy meal. You know what I'm saying? And you know what I'm saying? And you're gonna get fat, you're gonna get all that shit. Fat mentally, thinking, okay, you done made it, and you got a lot of debts. But hey, that's on their part, that's their knowledge. On your part, not so much knowledge, but don't kill yourself, motherfuckers. You just going with the flow. Ah, shit. Nigga, we're like Battlefield, okay? I went through it too. Relax. Chill, sip, nigga. You know what I'm saying? No tea, nigga. Just sit. You know what I mean? If you got tea too, it's all good. But that's not what we're doing over here, though. So your survival kit is knowledge. And with knowledge, it's important for you to understand, just like anything else, just like food, because knowledge is food, because you're feeding your mind, you're expanding your mind, you're becoming the Buddha, okay, with your big belly. Look at you. Nigga, I'm fat like a motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? I'm fat like a motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? But again, to get back to how does this tie up to spirituality? Nigga, all spirituality is knowledge. It's consciousness. You know what I'm saying? And that's pretty much it. But I don't want to delve too much into spirituality in this video. But part of me wanted to talk about it a little bit, because when you just tell motherfuckers, you know what I'm saying, it's not something I should even be telling niggas, like I'm a spiritualist. What the fuck is that? Nigga, I'm a human being. You know what I'm saying? So what you have, and I do have a video on that when I talk about humanity and spirituality, how it is all the same thing. But anyway, that's a whole different topic. But for this topic here, we're talking about life survival kit, right? Even in love, people, you learn how to love. You got to learn how to love. You learn how to do everything else. So at a certain point in your life, you just take everything for granted. You think you got it. You think you got it, dog? Nah. I mean, you do got it, but your survival kit means you got to constantly improving yourself. And that's what happens with different eras. Time changes. So this is just goes to show you that your survival, let's just say fucking 10 years ago, or maybe 15 years ago, there was no fucking YouTube, right? So if I had a message like this, there would be other medium or platform that I would have to use. Now I have this, so therefore I have to learn how to even use this fucking shit. So there's no way around it, man. There's no shortcut. Okay, motherfuckers, you're gonna have to pick up a book, nigga. Like, it doesn't have a book, it doesn't have to be a book, an audio book, however the fuck you learn. You gotta keep on learning, because that is your survival kit. And that's how you learn how to do everything. Especially if you had dumb parents, or you didn't have parents at all. Do you see what I'm saying? So your true survival kit comes down to knowledge. And from knowledge, of course, you're going to get into wisdom. And, but the bottom line is, I wanted to emphasize on this because I feel like a lot of people are not really talking about what matters the most. So again, okay, I'll give you a perfect example, and I see it all the time. There's a lot of gurus, or maybe people that has a message to say. I mean, this is no knock. We're knocking nobody. We're just sipping and sharing what we do. You know what I mean? They always talk about how. Okay, I'll give you a perfect example, right? Oh shit! What's the new shit on the streets right now? My nigga Derrick Jackson. What up, Team Jackson? What's happening? Right? So, fuck. What part that I wanted to talk about? Referring to this motherfucker. Like, people always want to give relationship advice, but if people were to take the time and learn and educate themselves, this is pretty much what it comes down to. And even this guy, right? What he was talking about, or trying to educate people, and that's why he had a follower. But I'm saying all of this too to say you got to watch out what you eat. You know what I'm saying? It's not every meal, or there's a lot of happy meal out here, man. You know what I'm saying? It's not organic. So you got to watch out what you eat. So in spirituality, it comes down to this, right? You have what they call the tree of good and evil. And I'm going to break this shit down right now. And then you have the tree of life. What is that about? Every time we, in the spiritual language, they refer to, I'm going to demystify all that shit, okay? It's just a way of saying things. And the mystique part of it makes it beautiful too, because us as niggas or black people, we speak in fucking slangs. And that's what makes the conversation. What the fuck do you think poetry is? It's all slang, just the way you say it. I mean, it may not be a street slang or however you want to define your slang, but pretty much a slang is the way you see things, not necessarily is the way you word it. And that's what makes it beautiful. And that's what makes hip hop hip hop. You see what I'm saying? So it all has to do with the way things are being said. So there's a mystique part of it. There's a magic in it. Even when I talk about food, you know what I'm saying? Talking about life battlefield, even the way that I'm describing it, there's a You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I love that shit. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, to get back to what I was talking about, and this is, even though we're talking about knowledge here, you know, it is your survival kit, just like in nature, right? There's certain things that are poison you got to stay away from, right? So the food that you got to stay away from, and I'm going to tell you right now, motherfuckers, is the good and evil. It's duality, okay? And I'm going to have to delve in a little bit into that because my purpose here is to let motherfuckers know, listen, because it seems like spirituality is like this thing that people put on the side. Now, motherfucker, you live in it every day. That's like I always laugh when niggas be talking about, man, I'm out here in these streets. Nigga, what the fuck do you think McDonald is? What do you think the music industry is? Everybody's on the streets, motherfucker. Now, just because you're doing illegal shit, okay, so what you talking about, you know what I'm saying? Niggas are referring to the streets as doing illegal shit. Now, everybody's on the streets, man. You know what I'm saying? When people have to go to work, where do they go? How do they get there? But I get it. Streets, whatever. I get it, nigga. I'm flowing. I'm going with the flow. I got it. But anyway, to get back to what I was talking about here, which is very important, of course, you know, as you can tell, you know what I'm saying? I changed the tone of my voice. But anyway, you got to watch out when we talk about the good and evil. In fact, I think it would be easier for me to talk about life, right? The tree of life. Every time they talk about tree in any type of occult or, you know, books or the Bible, it's always referring to knowledge. Okay. So when we talk about the tree of life, you learn about life lessons. And life, there's a lot of lessons. When we talk about, I'll give you a perfect example, right? When you look at nature, nature teaches you about life. And that's what the so-called spiritual motherfucker does. We learn and we go by the life knowledge instead of the confined knowledge, which is good and evil. What is good, what is not good. It's limited because everything that is good can also be bad, and everything that is bad can also be good. Not having your parents could be bad because you got to go through a lot of shit. But having your parents and having both of these motherfuckers stupid, that's probably worse to me because now you got to undo everything that these motherfuckers had planted in you. Do you see what I'm saying? Okay, I'll give you another example of, you know, duality. Or okay, when you go to school, they always talk about what? Competition. You go out there looking for a job, there's always a competition. That's the language of the tree of good and evil. In life, and in reality anyway, there's no fucking competition. No competition, dog. There's no fucking competition because everything is different. Everybody's unique. That's the word. Unique, niggas. Do you see what I'm saying? That's why I'm never gonna compare myself to another nigga. Because what I do, the nigga not gonna be able to do it, even if we're doing the same thing. I could copy what he's doing, but you automatically gonna be like, yo, you copying on somebody, or it doesn't sound a certain way. So in terms of competition, there's no competition at all. That doesn't even exist, to be honest. Do you see what I'm saying? You know, even if you're racing a car, whatever the fuck it is. Do you see what I'm saying? Even if two men is fighting, having the same skill, it's not even gonna be a competition. That's why they say what? Styles makes fight. I'll let that marinate, motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? Take your time. You know, I don't want to choke you, motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? Take your time. So that's the type of knowledge you need to stay away from because it's not humbling you. If you eat from that tree, listen, you're always gonna feel like you're better than somebody else. You're gonna call people stupid. You're gonna be envy of other motherfuckers because now it's a competition. You gotta win by, you know what I'm saying? Or you're gonna try to prove yourself to other people. And that's what that type of knowledge does to you. Now, there's a name for it. In spirituality, they call it ego. I call it that too. But I also look at it as being imbalanced. Now, what you need to eat, where you need to get your food from, is from life. Everybody's different. Do your best. Don't compare yourself to nobody else. Guess what? When you don't compare yourself to nobody else, are you going to be envy of that motherfucker? I'm waiting. You don't give a fuck. Because now you're concerned about yourself. Because you're eating from the tree of life. So even though we talked about knowledge being the survival kit here, I got to give you this warning because, there's a lot of snakes out here, man. You got to watch what you're eating, man. You know what I'm saying? Don't put anything in your mouth. Don't do that. You know what I'm saying? Let's pop up the population of it. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to put anything in your mouth, man. You know what I'm saying? As us Haitian niggas, this is how we talk. On your way out, man, you don't pick up anything off the floor, put it in the mouth, man. You don't do that. You know what I'm saying? Because there could be germs in it, man. You might get COVID, man. Don't do that, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Watch what you eat, dog. You know what I'm saying? And that's very important, but you have to be taught that. Because us as human beings, man, we are very complex. We are multi-dimensional people. And here's something else too. So the reason why I do spirituality, because even in yourself, man, just to get to know yourself alone and understanding the relationship you have with everything around you, how could you not? I mean, are you playing to win? What the fuck are you doing? It's your job to figure this thing out. Don't let that shit figure you out though. And that's what happens with spirituality, because now you have the knowledge of self-knowledge, know yourself. And that's what the tree of life, or the knowledge learning from life lessons, that's what it does to you. When you eat from the life, you learn how to have compassion with other people. You learn how to have patience. I'll give you a perfect example. When you know that the only way for somebody to understand something, they got to be ready to understand it. No way around that. No, they're not stupid. I mean, even though I say stupid shit and I call niggas stupid too, I do it, out of, what I'm saying, like shit, what I'm saying, for lack of better terms. You see what I'm saying? But when you understand that, because I could tell you, even for myself, a lot of shit that I used to hear, but I wasn't ready for it. So what does that tell you? When you're ready, you're ready. It's not for everybody. So knowing that in itself, it's already making you a better fucking human being. Or spiritual motherfucker, however you want to call it. I got a video on that. Check it out. Or I will put it out later. It's about spirituality and humanity, because I feel like there's a misconception. Because being a spiritual nigga is a good human being. Hello. But anyway, eating from the tree of life, that's what would enables you to live your best life. Now you're not envying motherfuckers. You're not judging motherfuckers, because now you understand, listen, you don't get it, that's fine. You'll get it when you're ready. When you're ready. So here you are, I'm presenting you with your survival kit, giving you the warning. Okay, and this is where you need to eat from. And that's what spiritual people do. That's why we have compassion. To you know what I'm saying, versus being emotionally imbalanced. See, and this is the problem with a lot of people getting into relationship. All the relationship problems that niggas be talking about, if you really pay attention, niggas are talking about sex, man. I'm saying bunch of freak motherfuckers, a bunch of freaky motherfuckers. Like, does so and so love me? If you cheat on me, you don't fucking love me. You're talking about dicks and pussy, motherfucker. So your definition of love is based on dick or pussy. That's what love is? That's what sex is love now? What the fuck? You know, I thought it was part of love, but it's not love. And this is where the whole Derrick Jackson, the whole motherfucking gurus, the whole whatever the fuck is, and I'm just sitting on the sideline chilling. I'm like, what? That's what your niggas are doing out here? Talking about dicks and pussy and somehow making it a fucking love. But you have no compassion, no understanding for your mate, however the fuck you want to call it, for, you know, no understanding. And a lot of times, and this is the funny part, you always have two motherfuckers who don't even know about each other. And that's why when kids happen, and I went through it myself, I ain't judging, because, you know, again, because I didn't learn how to love. You have to learn how to love, just like you learn everything else. You don't got shit figure out. This is all about learning. Knowledge is your survival kit, niggas. On everything. Everything you do, bro. Sis, you know what I'm saying? Sister, brother, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah. So even, you know, just like I was talking about, right? And then you guys don't even know each other. By the time you got to know each other, guess what? That's when you realize, yo, the shit that I like, and all comes down to, this is why we're talking about spirituality too, because it gives you the self-knowledge. Us as human beings, because I feel like this is what school should be about. The foundation thing should be about learning yourself, because we are complex individuals. That's why some of us need therapy, motherfuckers. Okay? We are complex individuals. And a lot of the times, even some of the traits that we may have, that's just a gene from our parents. Nigga, I had to do a lot of work. I had to dance with my shadow. Like, God damn, when do I really get to me? This nigga here. I had to put the work in, because a lot of things don't even start with you to begin with. So now you already have your parents, all that generation shit, your ancestor shit. That shit's real, dog. That shit's real. So I'm saying all of that to say, you know, this is how knowledge and self-knowledge link to spirituality, and that's what spirituality is all about. And that's how it goes underneath the surface. And that's where the whole occultist, the word occult comes in. It's go beyond what you're seeing. Because as a person, you have two sides of you. You have your physical side, earth, the four elements, that's you. You have your thinking, your emotions, which is the fire, you know what I'm saying, the water and all that shit. It's all part of you. You are those fucking elements. So now what you have when somebody eats from the tree of good and evil, they're not eating from the tree of life, they're not complete. That's why you have all the fights. That's why you have all that shit, the competition and all that shit, the envy, the name it. But if you didn't catch any of what I just said, because it doesn't, you know what I'm saying, you shit. You know what I'm saying? Like we just said it. You got to be in certain spaces to catch it, right? You got to be in certain position. If I'm throwing a ball and you're standing right next to me over here, I threw it over there, you ain't gonna be able to catch it, man. Even you have your catch and miss, man. What you doing? That's why you got to position yourself. And how do you position yourself in certain ways is by elevation, right? The more you grow, what does it take again? Knowledge. So your survival kit, people, is knowledge. Take the time, pick up a book. I know first time you do it, it's not gonna be easy, dog. You're gonna sleep, you're gonna do all that shit. You're gonna feel nerdy, like somehow you figure this shit out. It doesn't have to be a book, it could be a mentor. The bottom line is you gotta be eating from somewhere. I'm just using a book because it's a reference. You know, that's where you would go and, you know, learn shit. But it could be life, it could be a friend, it could be whatever the fuck. But the bottom line is you got to learn. How are you learning every day? How are you expending your mind? Because that is your survival kit. That's how you survive. A lot of people are poor just because they don't know certain things. That's it. That's it. Niggas just don't know how to manage his money. That's it. Nothing else, dog. You know what I'm saying? It's not like I have two dicks. You got one, or such and such had five pussy. No, knowledge. That's it. Nigga knows something you don't know. That's it. So it's to your benefit to learn as much as possible because that is your survival kit. And that's what I'm going to leave you guys with, you know what I'm saying? Because I could talk a whole bunch of shit, but it all comes down to, you know what I'm saying? Hey, from one soldier to another, you know what I'm saying? We are all here on this life battlefield. We ain't judging nobody, you know what I'm saying? We're just sharing love, baby. Happy Friday, happy Easter, whatever the fuck you celebrate. And let's just keep this thing going, man. Okay? Aishin, Malik.